In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this design with Canva, which is great for revealing a new product or if you have an announcement to make. And all it takes is one photograph and a Canva account. Hi, I'm Danielle from Videos and Difficulted, and I'm here to help you make the most of Canva and CapCut to make fantastic videos that get your business noticed. So I'm starting here in my Canva homepage. I'm going to go to the videos section and I'm going to choose mobile video because I want to make a vertical video for this. Let me just resize slightly so you can see the whole screen. And then I'm going to go to add my photograph. Now this would probably be one that you have yourself that you're going to upload on your own. I'm using one of their stock photos for this. So I've added it to my canvas and I'm going to right click on it and set the image as the background so that it fills the canvas. Now if your photo is larger than the canvas and it's not in quite the right position, you can double click and then you can move it around, and then you can just click anywhere on that grey background to come out of that editing screen. So I have my first page ready. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom of my screen to the timeline, and on that first page I've got three little dots that I'm going to click, and I'm going to duplicate the page so I have two copies of exactly the same thing. And this is important if you have moved that picture around, because you don't want it to be in a different position on page 1 to page 2. So this means it's in exactly the right place. So first of all, we're going to edit page 1. So I'm going to click, make sure I'm on page 1 and click to make sure that this picture is selected. It's got this purple border around it, so I know that it's selected. And then I'm going to go up to edit photo. And then I'm going to come down here to the blur tool on the left hand side under the effects section. And then you've got the option to either brush over and blur part of the image or blur the whole image, which is what we're going to do. So choose whole image and then just bring up the intensity until it's almost unrecognizable what it's going to be. So I'm going to bring it right up here to 90 so that it's really totally blurred. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go in between these two pages at the bottom of the screen, and you get the options to either add a new page or add a transition, which is what we want to do. So let's choose add transition. I'm going to dissolve, and then I want to bring up the duration so that it takes as long as possible to dissolve from one to the other. So now if I just play this from here, you can see that we're blurred, and then slowly it comes into focus, and that's a really nice reveal of whatever it is that you're announcing with this post. So now let's go back to that first page and let's add some more features that tell people to keep watching. Something's going to be revealed. So I'm going to go to the elements section on the left hand side, and I'm going to search for loading. I want like a loading circle, and let's go to graphics. And then I've got this one right here with these grey dots that are going around, and this is a free element as well. So let me click on this, and so I can reposition it here. You could also resize it a little if you wanted to, but mine's pretty good. Okay, and I'm going to have it right there in the middle, and then I'm going to add some text underneath that says new flavor loading. I'm going to make this white, and I'm going to make it a lot larger. So let me just change the size. I'm going to go even larger than that, and then just do some adjustments so that it all sits nicely on the page. And then I also always change the line spacing. Okay, and then I'm just going to make sure it's in the middle. Perfect. Okay, so new flavor loading, we've got our loading graphic, and I'm going to add some animation to this text as well. So with it selected, head up to animate, and then on the left I'm going to choose typewriter, and I just want it to animate on enter so that it comes in at the start. Lovely. So let me just play this and let's see how long this lasts for. So new flavor loading. Brilliant. And then we're on our new screen here. Now I could just leave it like this, or I could add some more information onto this second page. So let's add, make sure I'm on page 2. Let me just delete that because it added it to page 1. Okay, so over on page 2, I'm going to add some more text. So I'm going to call this is salted caramel cookie sundae. Okay, I'm going to make this white again, and I'm going to bend it or arch it over the top of the actual sundae. So I'm going to go to effects and go to curve, and then let's just play around with the curve shape. So I'm just going to make it a little bit larger. Let's place it up here. I can increase the size of the text as well. That also makes it larger. And I might just bring the curve out a little. Lovely. And then I'm going to also animate this. I'm going to add the typewriter effect in here. So this comes in while that's being revealed. Lovely. So now if I go over here and if we watch it again, there's one more little adjustment we need to make. So can you see at that crossover point here, this is disappearing and I've got text all happening, everything's happening at the same time here. So I need to do some adjustments to the timing. So with any of these elements selected, so I'm going to go for this one first on page 1, click it to select it, right click and then choose show timing, and you'll get this purple bar at the bottom of the screen. Let me just zoom into this a bit so you can see. So here you can see that page 1 ends here, but actually the graphic is on the screen right over to page 2. So I just need to bring it in a bit. And I'm going to do the same with these words here. And then if I go to page 2, again, I'm going to right click on the text. Because I didn't go to hide timing, that's come back up. But if it doesn't appear, click here, it'll say show timing, and then I can pull that back over. So I'm just making them match the length of page 1 and page 2. So now when we play it, it should work perfectly where it says new flavour loading, and then lovely, salted caramel cookie. And that's our design made. If you're a Canva geek just like me, then why not get my hints and tips delivered straight to your inbox? The link to sign up is down below.